Your presentation was focused on Security Operations Center SOC. First, briefly, why do companies build their own SOCs?
Well, there are a few reasons, but the main reason that companies build security operations centers are to increase visibility, to increase productivity, and obviously to meet some compliance needs.
You have talked a lot about unified approach in building SOC. What does it mean, this unified approach?
Okay, so when companies are building SOCs, usually they would like to upgrade their security operation, and they want to go beyond prevention to build detection and response capabilities. And that includes multiple components, some related to detection, some related to forensics, and so on. In order to do that, they have actually two approaches, or actually three. One, they can just cherry pick the different solutions. Two, they can go to, let's call it a one-stop shop, where they can get multiple capabilities from at one point. And the third one, obviously, is always an option to outsource the security operation. So when you cherry pick, you have two issues. First, it takes quite a long time, because for each of the attack vector you want to protect, there are multiple solutions. So you have to look at them, evaluate them, and then make your decision. That's number one. The second thing is that once you have that, you get multiple alerts from the different sources. Each one of them has different console, different logs that you need to look at, and different skill set that is needed. When you go to an integrated solution, what you get is both detection and investigation tools, forensic tools. But in order to make it impactful, you need to automate it as much as possible. Otherwise, you're going to be left with the same problems that when you cherry-picked, the different tools. So these are the main two ingredients. And we think that organizations today, in order to reduce dramatically the number of alerts they need to handle, they need to go to the second option, where they buy a pre-integrated solution where they can connect many of the components needed to attack the different vectors and automate as much as possible, showing the analyst only what the system thinks is a potential risk.
Is automation the only advantages of this unified approach?
Well, automation is only one of them. Okay, the total cost of ownership is key here. You don't have to worry about integrating the different tools because they're already integrated. You don't have to train people on different tools because you have one system that does it all. So you lower the skill shortage, the skill barrier, and therefore it's about TCO, the total cost of ownership, and I would say it's more about even operating cost than the cost of building a SOC.
How much can you save on this integrated approach?
Well, it's hard to say at this point because it varies from organization to organization. But we feel that about 60% of the operating cost can be saved. We see cases where our system is put into an organization and they train people that are already on board. Okay, so they don't have to add any more people. We see cases where dedicated people are hired, and within 2 weeks of training, they're able to run the system. And by doing so, actually, we really show or demonstrate that a regular analyst can run effectively a security operation.